Hey everyone, Tech here. Welcome to Tech's Tavern. Grab a brew, pull up a chair, and let's continue our Let's Play on Crusader Kings 2 Croatia. I'm going to go ahead and get the clock running just a little bit here on slow speed while we do a few things. I apologize for the gap on the videos. Ho ho ho. The fever is gone, my nose is dry, the headache is long gone, and I feel alive once again. For those that follow my channel, that is like some kind of crazy psychic message in the game, because part of the reason of the gap between the last video and this video was because I did have the flu and was sick for about a week. So as soon as I start recording this new episode, that's actually pretty hilarious that this comes up. Alive, I tell you. I lose the trait ill. But anyway, sorry for the break. Like I said, I was sick. Also, this was the time of year for tax stuff, and that kind of tied me up for a while. And I've been a little bit consumed with a new game, Defiance, which is based on the new sci-fi TV show, which I'm kind of going all in on and being a fan of. So all those things have kind of contributed. But this video here is, there's not going to be a whole lot happening. We're going to call this kind of our Tech's Tavern inventory. We're doing inventory on the brew on this episode. We have a few things we want to do. First of all, I want to check what's the status of our support for limited crown authority is 27. Okay, so that's not going too well right this minute, but that's okay. How's our vassals all looking? Still good, so we're getting max money. What's our money income right now? 1268. The 3, I think, is for our retinues. Yes, right there, the 3. Are we filled on that? No, they're still filling, so we'll let that continue on. We do need to do some construction things. Now, a couple things I do want to point out, and I appreciate all the comments on the last episode. There was like over 35 comments or something, I think, on the last episode, and I did read through all of them. Appreciate it. I didn't make a lot of comments. I was a little frustrated after the last episode just because of some of the comments, not only on the video but a few private ones I got from people just were a little disconcerting to a certain degree. I think some people maybe who haven't watched this entire series have missed the 3 or 4 times where I've brought up the case that this is not intended to be the perfect pro play series on Crusader Kings 2. So if you watch this and you see me making mistakes, that's somewhat intentional. I'm kind of playing this game more to have fun and carry my dynasty's line, and I'm not always necessarily making maybe the most entertaining and most logical choices on some of the things I do. So please bear with me and try not to grind your teeth too hard during those situations. Again, let me keep this running at least on slow so we can get events. One thing I need to do is get a couple construction projects going, because I don't think I have... No, I don't have any going anywhere. So, let's see here. Well, can we get anything Crusader going? Everything's getting pricey. Well, let's just go ahead and do this one just to get it out of the way. And let's see. Militia training ground. Is there any tax related ones that are levy size? That's a pretty big chunk, though. Let's get the moat out of the way on that one. Let's go to Sora. That's okay. That one requires infrastructure at least 2, right? Small stable. Let's get that there. Zagreb. What do we got going on here? A shallow moat. Let's do that. And then Verzadin, I think. Is that our other one? Yes. Yeah, well, yeah, let's do that. Okay. And then that one's going to take the longest, I think. So let's take and pause for just a quick second. Our steward wasn't doing anything anyway, so let's put him on oversee construction and Verzadin to help speed that one up. I don't know why I didn't have him assigned to something. Maybe he was a new assign on the last episode, I can't remember. And all our council members are pretty decent. 29, 24, 21, 19, 18. I mean, that's all pretty decent right now. So, alright, so we got all our construction projects, so I don't need to see that anymore. Let's keep that going just a little bit. A few things. Let's pull up one thing. We'll look at our ledger here. This is a ledger that you can kind of look up some things, and some people mentioned this in the comments last time. Like, if you want to see know a country, like, you know, if I'm thinking about, ooh, what the heck's going on here? To revoke. Oh, are they doing like an independence thing? Well, if, for instance, say you were thinking about going to war with Poland, but you wanted to see what their troop count was. Bob Shire's in my way here because I forgot to turn off the notifications. You can go in here and you can like look at army size and all that kind of stuff. So like if I wanted to see, I'm trying to think what's the easiest way, because this alphabetical thing doesn't really. It doesn't really alphabetical, does it? It's actually kind of annoying. Okay, if we just do it like this. I mean, I can organize it from largest army to down. So you can see that in the world right now, the Holy Roman Empire has the largest Zerg of 75,000. Then you got Byzantine at 69,000. Syria, 30,000. And then the Turks here, 28,000. France, 27,000. And then look, Croatia! We're in the top 6 of the world powers of army size at 23,000. So my recent efforts the last, I don't know, 8-9 episodes of trying to do things to increase levy sizes, things like that, that's all started to help to a certain degree. And we can see Poland down here is about 14,000. So, you know, we almost got, you know, about a third more troops straight up than they do. And we can see that their money situation, they're at 263. So they have a decent amount of money to hire some mercs if they had to, but they still are behind us, I think, probably on earned income. But anyway, this is a good tool if you need to come in here. You look at this independent states thing, and you can kind of gauge the people around you to get an idea. Ruthenia here, who we were talking about in the last episode as well. Now, see, they're banking some pretty hard cash. Their piety is at a minus right now. 78 and then 15. So we have the larger armor than Ruthenia right now too as well. So that's something to think about a little bit, I guess. And the realm size kind of gives you a general feel of the size of the particular empire. So you can kind of see here that, you know, we're at a 143, which is, you know, if we organize it by that, you can see we're kind of like in 5th here with Croatia. So again, doing pretty well. You know, you got the two big ones, which, you know, Byzantine actually, you know, 300, and then you know, France, but then you got the Turks kind of pushing up in there. So I mean, even though the Turks they got no money, they're still doing all right overall. Sorry, I did a quick pause there for my daughter, Princess Sierra, was asking for something. So anyway, like I said, this is a good tool if you ever are thinking about some of that stuff. And some people did mention it in the last episode. And there's a lot of other things you can look at in here too. You can see some of the current wars that are going on to see the start dates and things. Here's some possible inheritances, titles, claimants, all this kind of stuff. This is kind of showing my 5 counties that I'm holding, kind of showing the tax, fort levels, all that kind of stuff, things you have in constructions. That's, you know, and like I said, there's a lot of information you can go in here. There shows you all the religions that are happening right now. So I'll show this kind of stuff a little bit for some of you guys to look at. I'm sure if any of you are really interested in what's going on this game, you can pause on some of these and kind of look at some of these. Who's it? I'm trying to look at this here. Prince. So Ulf and I. Ulf actually. Why they got him ranked first? He's banking over there in Venice, isn't he? Look at him. When he becomes king, he's gonna have his own bankroll already. He's already built up 192 prestige. Look at Dujam down here with 1200 prestige. Jeez. Huh. This is a good thing too, because I can see, I have my domain size is 5, and I think somebody else mentioned this as well, but you can look here and try to see if anybody's their domain size is getting too large. I mean, you can see Ivanis here, Duke Ivanis and Count Andrilja of Hum. But these are both Croatian dudes, not Hungary dudes, so I'm not so concerned that they both have a domain size of 2. So they're fine. But anyway, that's some good information. You can, like I said, you can kind of get a look at down there to get an idea of what's going on. So again, for our future plans, I will get that back up to speed on the next episode. And again, I apologize for the break and all that kind of stuff. We can kind of see some things going on here, though, if we look around. One thing I thought was really interesting is look what's happened to England. It's just completely fractured. You got Essex and Mercia, York. England has a couple little chunks. I mean, it's just completely a jigsaw puzzle there. Ireland and Scotland have kind of held together a little bit. It's kind of weird how Ireland has that one little chunk there, and then there's somebody has one little chunk there. I would not want to be that dude at all. And then we can kind of see some of the issues starting over here, starting to come our direction. Looks like a plague coming across the map a little there with some of that. Byzantine looks like they've sorted some of their issues out here, but they're still petering around. I'm not too concerned with them right now. And she is still alive at 70. Should be interesting to see how that all goes down. Actually, I think her hate of me has greatly come down. Look, she's only in a -3 now. I know she used to be a lot higher than that. I get, the state diplomacy is 24. Prestige plus 20. Yeah, I mean, her hatred has come way down from where it used to be. So that is a little interesting. So we're into 1209 now, and things are moving along. Again, we will try to, I think I'm going to try to, on the next episode, we will start taking a look at some potential alliances or ways to possibly either invite some nobles from another that have claims on another area, or marry into another area like Poland, or Poland's probably one of our main targets. I mean, we could go after Ruthenia, but then we almost need Ruthenia there as a buffer right now. That's the one concern I have. So I think we may start focusing on Poland here on this next episode, on some of these mainline areas right here, and see how we can. I don't know if King Benedict, he really likes us. We can claim Saxe, but that's not. I'm not sure if I really would go for just because of that. What's the Lesser Poland? It's like 3 counties there. That might have to be something to consider. But we will look at that on the next episode, I think. We came in and got our construction going. I did check to make sure how our law. Let's take one more look at it here. Still 27. That's fine. It hasn't been a lot of time passed on that necessarily. Factions. Some of these factions are getting a little dangerous. Yeah, that's something that may, I mean, we'll just have to see how some of that plays out as well. But again, I wanted to get this episode just, like I said, just get in, let you guys know everything is continuing on, get some construction items out of the way, and also kind of take a look at the map, take a look at the ledger, look at some things, see how things are going to be start panning out here soon, and then continue to move forward. One thing to keep in mind with this particular game at the stage we're at right now is there's not a lot of small fish in our general area anymore. So that's something to keep in mind. I mean, we got Ruthenia, we got Poland, Holy Roman Empire, France, Byzantine, and us. I mean, there's not a whole lot of little guys sitting around anymore. And it's almost now a matter of how much can you hold on to, because if you try to overextend yourself, getting too greedy, somebody's going to come in the back door and squish you. So that's something else I got to try to keep, keep in mind at this point. Maybe doing a quick grab like that Saxe county might be not a bad idea, because it should go fairly quick. I should be able to battle Poland for that, although they are an ally right now, so I don't know. That's another flip side of the coin to consider. So, but we will think that over some more, and we will get that very quickly, hopefully here within a week on the next episode. So, thanks again for all the support. Please make sure to leave your comments, questions, ideas below. Be sure to thumb up so I know you want me to continue the series, which I will, of course, anyway, because we have to finish this series. We have to finish the Dimitar story. Oh, looks like that independence thing finally got busted, so we may try to do that. But we have to see how the grand arcing story of Dimitar continues out through all his heirs and bloodlines over time. So we will continue that on an upcoming episode. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time in the tavern.